Because today, out of absolutely nowhere, MAPPA dropped an animated trailer for something called Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo. Like, if you explained this sequel to somebody a year ago, they would laugh at you because I promise you, this is apparently real, and the more I think about it, the crazier it gets. So first of all, if you somehow haven't heard about Modulo yet, let me explain what this actually is. But instead of continuing the story normally after the ending, Gege decided to jump 68 years into the future. 68, not 6 years, not 10 years. Almost 70 years into the future. The story takes place in 2086, and apparently the world after the culling game became completely different. Technology evolved, society changed, cursed energy evolved with humanity, and now curses are treated almost like scientific phenomena instead of supernatural myths, which already sounds insane enough. But then Gege somehow looked at this futuristic setting and thought, you know what this story needs? Aliens. Actual aliens. Not metaphorical aliens. Not cursed spirits that look alien. Real extraterrestrials arriving on Earth in spaceships. And somehow, they have cursed energy too. I'm not joking. Apparently in the lore, these alien species detected abnormal energy signals coming from Earth decades after the events of JJK, and now humanity has become part of some larger cosmic system involving cursed energy across the universe. Like what? How did we go from Yuji eating a finger in episode 1 to intergalactic cursed energy civilizations? And the thing is, this sounds so ridiculous that my brain wants to reject it, but then I watched the trailer and somehow it worked. That's the part that scares me, because visually, aesthetically, atmospherically, it still feels like JJK. Even with all the sci-fi elements, there's still that same uncomfortable tension in the air, that same feeling that something is deeply wrong with the world. The trailer opens with this futuristic version of Tokyo, and it immediately feels eerie. Neon lights everywhere, giant digital screens, destroyed buildings mixed with advanced technology, people wearing these weird modernized Jujutsu uniforms. It looks like the world moved on after the original story, but emotionally it never recovered. Like the scars from Sukuna, the culling game, Gojo's death, all of it never really disappeared. And honestly, that detail alone already made the setting interesting to me, because one of the coolest things about JJK was always the atmosphere. Even during normal scenes, the world felt tense, unsafe, like society was barely functioning underneath the surface. And somehow, Modulo still has that feeling. Just now it's mixed with futuristic horror. Then the trailer suddenly cuts to this new character named Yuka, who is apparently one of Yuta's descendants. And before anyone can even process what's happening, she summons Mahoraga. And I swear the entire internet stopped breathing for a second. Because how? Mahoraga is one of the most iconic and terrifying things in the entire series. It's directly connected to the Ten Shadows technique and basically became legendary after the Sukuna fight. So seeing it appear again, almost 70 years later, immediately creates a million questions. Did the Zenin bloodline survive? Did someone inherit the technique? Did humanity recreate Shikigami artificially? Is this even the same Mahoraga? And Gege being Gege, he'll probably answer one of these questions and create 20 more. But then the trailer gets even crazier, because suddenly there's this massive alien creature fighting Mahoraga in the middle of futuristic Tokyo while everything around them collapses. Buildings are exploding, cursed energy is literally distorting the sky, and the soundtrack sounds way darker than classic JJK. And then, Yuji starts narrating, and I'm not gonna lie, that hit way harder than I expected. Hearing Yuji Itadori's voice again after thinking the story was over felt genuinely emotional. It instantly brought back memories of everything this series used to be. The early school arcs, Junpei, Nanami, Shibuya, Todo screaming encouragement while Yuji was mentally collapsing, Gojo getting sealed, the absolute chaos of Sukuna. All of it came back immediately just from hearing Yuji talk for a few seconds, and that's when I realized something terrifying. I'm not over JJK, I thought I was over it, but apparently not. Because somehow this stupid 30-second trailer about alien sorcerers dragged me emotionally right back into the fandom. And then Gege decides to make things even worse, because near the end of the trailer, Mahito suddenly appears, just screaming Yuji's name. That's it, no explanation, no context, just Mahito, and I swear Gege enjoys psychologically torturing this fandom, because now everybody's theories are going insane again. Is Mahito alive? Reincarnated? Did cursed spirits evolve differently in the future? Is he some artificial curse created from historical fear? Or is Gege just baiting everyone on purpose? Honestly, probably the last one. And the funniest thing about this entire situation is that Modulo already ended. The manga is done, finished in March, which somehow makes the trailer even stranger, because this isn't a normal anime promotion. MAPPA animated an insanely high quality trailer for a manga that already concluded just to promote the final volume release, and now everybody is losing their minds hoping this becomes a full anime adaptation, which honestly feels very possible, because MAPPA did not need to animate this that well. The visuals are gorgeous, the atmosphere is incredible, the futuristic designs actually look unique. Mahoraga somehow looks even more terrifying now. Even the color palette feels different, colder, darker, more metallic. And it's weird because this sequel should not work. On paper, this sounds like fanfiction. Jujutsu Kaisen but with aliens in 2086 and Yuta's grandchildren fighting cosmic cursed spirits. That sounds ridiculous, but maybe that's exactly why people are obsessed with it right now. Because modern shonen has become so predictable sometimes. Every sequel feels safe, every continuation feels carefully calculated to avoid risk. And then Gege suddenly comes back with, yeah, so anyway, there are aliens now. Like what the hell? And honestly, that unpredictability is kind of refreshing, even if it completely destroys the original tone, which is why the fandom is so divided right now. Some people think this is the coolest thing Gege has ever done. Other people think he completely lost his mind, and I genuinely understand both sides, because part of me misses the grounded supernatural horror vibe of early JJK. Back when the story was about curses hiding among humanity and teenagers trying to survive impossible situations. But another part of me is weirdly fascinated watching Gege fully embrace insanity, because once you think about it, JJK was always kind of insane. A teenager eats a cursed finger, a man fights using gambling mechanics, another guy summons giant shikigami from shadows, there's literally a talking panda. So maybe aliens aren't even the craziest thing this series has done. Maybe this was always the natural evolution of Gege's chaos. And honestly, that thought terrifies me, because if this is where the story goes after the ending, imagine what Gege could do next. At this point, I wouldn't even be surprised if part 3 takes place on Mars, but now I really want to know what you think. Did this trailer actually make you excited for Modulo, or do you think JJK should have just ended normally? Because honestly, I still can't decide if this is genius or complete nonsense. Maybe it's somehow both. Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more anime discussions, breakdowns, and whatever insane thing Gege Akutami does next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the